6 of testimony in the Kim Potter trial saw Daunte Wright's father take the stand, but some of the most dramatic moments took place without the jury in the courtroom. A prosecution expert witness testified that Kim Potter and her fellow Brooklyn Center police officers should have considered letting Daunte Wright go after he resisted arrest and fought to get back in his car last April. The expert says the police already had his name and address. The defense argued they should be able to bring up Daunte Wright's past actions when it comes to evading the police.
If your ruling is that we can't ask about it, I have to move for mistrial, and we will come in after the break with a thick packet, and I'll make an offer of proof of every time this kid has run away and not been found.
The judge took 5 minutes to think about this, and then she ruled it would not be admitted into court because Kim Potter was not aware of Daunte Wright's history when she was making the arrest. Our David Schuman was in the courthouse. He has more of some of today's key testimony. David?
Frank, Professor Seth Stoughton has to be considered one of the prosecution's key witnesses. He's a police use of force expert who also testified during the Derek Chauvin trial, and he talked about his process in analyzing the Kim Potter shooting, looking at what would a reasonable officer in her position know, what was the threat, what effects would a use of force have. He concluded using a taser in the situation would have been inappropriate because incapacitating Daunte Wright could have turned the vehicle into a threat. Stoughton also evaluated Potter's use of deadly force because she did fire her pistol. Even though he testified, he believes she meant to use the taser.
The use of deadly force was not appropriate, and the evidence suggests that a reasonable officer in Officer Potter's position could not have believed that it was proportional to the threat at the time. In other words, the use of force was apparently excessive and inappropriate.
The final witness of the day, and likely the final witness in the state's case, was Arbuey Wright, Daunte Wright's father. He spoke about his son as a great older brother, a loving father, and got emotional on the stand when he said how much he misses Dante. The chippiest part of the day, in addition to the clip that you already played, was possibly during Stoughton's cross-examination. Potter's attorney, Earl Gray, cut him off several times as he worked to undermine Stoughton's testimony and credibility.
Yeah, there was a lot of chippiness for sure. David Schuman live, we appreciate it. We have learned that the prosecution will not call any more witnesses, so testimony will resume tomorrow morning with the defense making their case, and we'll, of course, carry that live on CBSN Minnesota. Kim Potter, who is charged with manslaughter, is expected to testify before this trial goes to the jury.
As we